In 1920, the body of a rich mining broker was found bound, shot, and rolled up in a quilt under the floorboards of his own basement, and the killer was somebody no one expected. This is the story of Jacob Denton and Lofie Louise Peete. In the spring of 1920, Lofie met Jacob, who lived in a mansion in Los Angeles. She was a mother who was known to be charming, attractive, petite, and claimed to have powerful social connections. She told people she was a widow of means, but in truth, she had a criminal past and was looking for her next opportunity. Unbeknownst to Jacob, Lofie had recently been acquitted of murder in Texas after shooting a man she said had assaulted her. And to make things more bizarre, all 4 of Lofie's ex-husbands had apparently died by taking their lives. However, Lofie was new in town, so nobody knew of this information. Jacob, who was a savvy businessman with substantial real estate and mining interests, was reportedly renting her a part of his house while she looked for a permanent place to stay. At first, she seemed like a polite tenant and occasionally had house guests, but she quickly began inserting herself into his personal and financial affairs. Jacob had significant wealth, property, mining investments, and bank accounts. Lofie learned this quickly and took note of it. Soon after moving in, she began spreading rumors that Jacob had been injured in a duel and was hiding away due to a disfigurement, claiming he'd secluded himself in his home. But the truth was much worse. He was already dead. While he was missing, Lofie continued to live in the house, posing as his representative, collecting his rent, and even selling his car and other belongings. She forged documents and told acquaintances she was managing his affairs while he recovered from his injuries. Months later, in December of 1920, Jacob's decomposing body was found hidden beneath the floorboards of his basement, wrapped in a quilt and bound with rope. He had been shot in the head. Lofie, however, had vanished by then, but she was soon tracked down and arrested. At trial, she denied everything, claiming Jacob had gone away with a mysterious woman, but the jury didn't buy it. She was convicted of first-degree murder in 1921 and sentenced to life in prison. She was later paroled in the 1930s and remarried. However, this wouldn't stop her from committing yet another tragedy. When Lofie left prison, she got a job as a housekeeper and a companion for an old couple in the Pacific Palisades, Margaret and Arthur Logan. Yet, in 1944, Margaret Logan disappeared. Lofie told people that Margaret had gone to a sanitarium, but those who knew Margaret were suspicious of Lofie's claims. Authorities were alerted and later found Margaret dead. Lofie had basically taken over the household just like she did with Jacob. Lofie was arrested, convicted of Margaret's murder, and this time sentenced to death at the gas chamber in San Quentin in 1947. Lofie was the second woman ever to be executed at San Quentin. Today, Lofie lies in an unmarked grave at Angeles Rosedale Cemetery, while Jacob resides at Hollywood Forever. Jacob's story teaches us that evil doesn't always look like a monster. Sometimes it smiles and moves in next door. May those who are targeted by Lofie rest in peace.